Good evening, students. Good evening, students.
Good evening, sir.
How are you guys?
Fine, sir.
Yeah, shall we start the session? Guys,
Yes, sir.
anyone can discuss what we are discussing yesterday? Just give brief what we are discussing yesterday, Raghav. Guys, please. Anyone?
Sir, we saw about functions.
Function, sir.
We are discussing the functions. Now, today we have to discuss types of the functions. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
We have to discuss the different types of the functions. We already discussed real valued function. When we can say a function is a real valued function, how we can define a real valued function? Guys, anyone? You can define. See, the input function, output function is your wish. F, n to n, or r to r, you can take it's your wish. A function which is either r or one of its subset is range. One of subsets as the range is called real valued function. A function which has either r, a function which has either r or one of its subsets. Subsets as range. That means the range is a subset of a domain. Is called a real valued function. If its domain is also either R or a subset of R, its domain also either R or subset of R. It is called a real function. Most of the cases we are dealing with the real functions only. We won't discuss with complex functions. Complex functions we can discuss once we had a discussion over complex numbers. Then we'll get one clarity about the complex functions. Yeah, yes, we've gone through is n to n. If I want to say this is a real valued function, I can see all the linear equations which is defining from by f of x is equal to 2x plus 1 is a real valued function. Is it real valued function? Can you give which is not a real valued function? Anyone, can you give an example of not a real valued function? Anyone, guys?
Sir, if y of x, if y equals root of minus x.
Right away, I can say f defined now r to r by y is 2x plus 1 under the root is not a real valued function. Why it is not a real valued function? All the elements of R is not suitable to fix here, correct? You can't keep all the elements of R here. Am I right or wrong? Guys? Because if I am substituting the negative real numbers, I will get root of negative values, then it is not at all a function. So we can define based on, so how I can make, see, if I am defining this expression on R2 R, I am saying this is not a function. How to possible to explain this is as a function? Is it possible f n to n by y is equal to root of 2x plus 1? It is also not a function. Why? Anyone can say, guys? Guys, are you getting what I'm saying? Guys, a lot of meaning for each and every example, same expression I'm taking on different sets. Madhumita, Ansini, Raghav, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Student,
Sir, how is the second one not a function, sir?
see, is it mandatory all the natural numbers input should be, output is natural number? See, set A is all natural numbers. Set B is also all natural numbers. And defining y is equal to 2x plus 1. If I am substituting 1, I am getting root 3. What is the mapping for 1? What is the image of 1? Is there any image for 1?
No, sir.
If I am substituting 2, I am getting root 5. Is there an image for 2?
No, sir.
If I am substituting 3, I am getting root to 10. Is there an image for 3?
No.
Sir, but it's a real valued function, right?
It's not even real valued function. How it is not at all a function. On this range and domain, it's not at all a function.
Okay.
Why it is not a function? Why I can't call it's not a function? See here. What are the values you are getting? That is not a subset of n. He is defining n to n. So when you can call this is a function, suppose same function if I am writing, function defined on n to r by y is equal to root of 2x plus 1. Now I can say it is a function. And I can call
Yes,
it
sir.
real valued function. Why it is a real valued function? The range is subset of R. Domain is also subset of R. Part of the real numbers, all the positive real numbers will come as the range here. So all positive real numbers is a subset of, positive real numbers and negative real numbers both will come, sorry. So what are the real numbers you are getting? All are subset of R. What are the values you are substituting? That means all the elements of A. What are all the elements of A? All natural numbers. All natural numbers will be suitable for this function. That is also subset of R. So which is defining properly for our real value function. Is it clear, guys? Under some conditions, might be some relations are not functions, but if the sets are changing, then I can say those relations are functions. Am I right or wrong? Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? Students, please. The same relation,
Yes.
the way how you will define will decide whether it is function or not. If I'm saying one particular case, it is not a function, might be it is a function under some conditions. Yeah. So I'm going to the types of the function. Next one is identity function. Identity function. I'm having a function. A function is like a mission. A function is like a mission. It is a mechanism. There are inputs for the function, there are outputs for the function. The meaning of identity function means if I'm substituting any values in this, the value of this value will come as it is. If I'm sending 1, it will come 1. If I'm sending 2, it will come 2. If I'm sending 1.1, it will come 1.1. Now, anyone can define the identity function? Anyone, guys?
Both domain and range will be same.
Will be the same. Next.
So y equals x.
Y is equal to x. I can define like this. Identity function let R be the set of all real numbers Is it possible identity numbers can be defined from R to R? Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Is it real valued function? Yes, it is a real valued function. Why? Define the real valued function.
Sir, isn't it real function?
Yeah, real function. It's a real valued function. Correct. That's what I'm saying. It's a real valued function. F such that defining from real numbers to real number, that means your set A is real numbers, set of real numbers, set B is also set of real numbers, by y is equal to x, or instead of y is equal to, you can represent as f of x is equal to x. For each x belongs to R, such a function is called identity function. Such a function is called identity function. Identity function means what is the input of the function, the output is also same. If I am representing with mapping diagram, when I can call this is an identity function, this is real number, this is real number. If it is x, it will map only with x. So if there is a real number exists in this, the same real number will exist in the other set also, because you are defining from real numbers to real numbers. Definitely for each and every image, sorry, each and every element of R is having one and only image in the set of real numbers. You don't have, for one, it doesn't show two images. One is having only one image. If I'm taking -1, it is having only -1. It doesn't show two different images in other set. That's the reason it's a function. And what is the range of the function here? The range of the function is, what is the range? All real numbers. Domain is also all real numbers. Codomain is also all real numbers. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? So how
Yes,
the
sir.
graph of the function looks? The graph of the
That will be
function,
straight line from origin.
sorry, yeah, it will pass through the origin. What is the graph represents? The graph represents, it will be easy to understand what is the range and domain, where is the defined values will be exist, where it will not define. From the graph straight away you can see. No need to calculate. If you are having a graph, you can able to check straight away. So this is a real valued function. It's an infinity graph. It is defining from infinity to infinity. It doesn't have any coordinates between. It doesn't have any coordinates in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. What is that meaning? Doesn't have any ordered pairs in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. The graph is completely lying in first and third quadrant. What is its meaning? See, if I am saying it is in the graph is available in second quadrant, if I am substituting minus values, my answer is positive values. Suppose if the graph is available, it is not possible to say as an identity function. It is losing its identity. If I am substituting 1, the output also should be 1. If I am substituting -1, the output also should be -1. If the input is negative numbers, output also negative numbers. The first element of the ordered pair is negative, positive. Second element of the ordered same ordered pair is also must be positive of the same. So how you can expect the same kind of graph will come? It is not changing its identity. So, but in second quadrant and fourth quadrant, it will show even though if I'm taking first and second elements of the order pairs is same, but signs will change because in first and second quadrant, this is positive, positive, this is negative, positive, this is negative, negative, this is positive, negative. So this is not valid for these are the reasons which is not valid for the ordered pairs, sorry, identity function. That's the reason this is a identity function graph where my range is, so domain is all the possible elements on x-axis, range is all the possible elements of y-axis. You can see the graph is starting from at -infinity, ending with +infinity on x-axis as well as y-axis also. Even y-axis also there is no starting point for this graph, there is no ending point for this graph. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? How to explain the range and graph for the given functions? Shall I go for next one? Yes. Now, based on this, I'm giving another functions. F defined R2R by y is equal to -x. Y is equal to -x. For each x belongs to the real numbers. Is this a function? Is this relation is a function or not? Guys, is this relation is a function or not? Is this relation is a function or not?
Sir, it is a function.
Yes, it's a function.
Yes, sir.
And how the graph of the function looks? The graph of the function looks. What is the graph of this function? This is the graph of the function. Its ordered x is like this: -x comma x or x comma -x. If I am substituting positive value, the same magnitude with negative sign it will come. If I am substituting negative value, suppose if I am substituting x is equal to 1, y should be -1. If I am substituting x is equal to -1, y is equal to +1. That is the condition of this function. But each and every real value can able to substitute in this, where my range, domain, and codomain is set of all real numbers. Am I right or wrong? Guys? Correct or wrong? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for each and every element, suppose if I'm taking here, each and every element of x, there is the same number exists in such a way where the sign will change. That is the available only in second quadrant and fourth quadrant, because here if x is negative, Same kind of y values will be available as positive. Suppose this is -1, this is +1, this is -2, this is +2. It is -1.5 plus 1.5, -3 plus 3. Suppose if I am taking all positive values of x, +1, -1, +2, -2, +3, -3. So this is also a function. By seeing the function, how to define its range, domain, and codomain, it is easy. Codomain is always second set, irrespective of whether it is having 3 images or not. But range and domain only carefully you have to understand from the given question. Next one is constant function. What is meant by constant? There is a mechanism. The function is like a mission, already told. Whatever value you send, it will use only one value. If you send any real number, it will use one constant, one particular constant. It will use only one particular constant. So it is defined for any real numbers. Constant function is defined as a function R to R by f of x is equal to c, where x belongs to real numbers, where c is a constant. C is a constant, and each x belongs to R. Each x belongs to R. So f of x is a constant. That constant must be anything. That is, and it is belongs to some real number, where c is some real number. Or I can say y is constant. For each value of x, y is constant. So what kind of graph you may get here, guys? What is the domain?
Parallel to x-axis.
Correct. Domain. Codomain. Codomain is your real numbers range. What is the range here?
It is a constant, so C.
C. Domain is all the real values. Best example, f of x is equal to 4. F of x is equal to some 10. F of x is equal to some 3. F of x is equal to -3. F of x is equal to +2. All these functions are called constant functions. Guys, is it clear what I'm trying to say? If I'm taking the constant function, the graph of the constant functions will be like this. Y is equal to 9. See, this is a constant function. See this line. Wherever you draw the perpendicular line to the x-axis, it will use only one. For every x value, the y value is fixed. For every x value, even if I'm taking 20, 40, 60, 80, the y value is always 9 only. If I am writing all the coordinates here, your input is any real number, but output is always restricted to one particular constant. Suppose if I am taking y is equal to -3, see here, this is -3 graph. So +3 I take, sorry guys, if I am taking -3. So this is y is equal to -3. So it is depends upon what constant they are giving, that is only the range. And if you observe closely, all the elements of domain, all the elements of domain is having one and only image, only one image here. Am I right? If I am defining it is a constant function, means if I am taking any number 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, it is mapping to only one element. It's not violating the function. Each and every element are only one and only image. Might be A few elements are, except C, remaining all the elements doesn't have any pre-images. The range is only one element. The range is only one element of the real numbers. That is C. So generally these kind of functions, we will give the names, particular cases will give the name. This is called many to one function. Many to one function. Generally the name of this function is many to one. Many elements having only one image. Many to one function. That we can discuss in +2. But as of now, just I am giving, because these elements having some properties when we are dealing. Particularly in higher studies, whenever you are saying is a constant function, it should be like whatever the input, the output is always same. The output is doesn't depends upon what you are, what is your input. Next one. Polynomial function. Polynomial means, what is meant by polynomial, man? Anyone? What is meant by polynomial? When you can see this expression is a polynomial. A function is said to be
Sir, if the degree of function is more than 1, sorry, more than 0.
said to be polynomial function if each x belongs to R, each x in R, y is equals f of x is equals a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x power 4 plus and so on, an x power n plus 1. a0, a1 x power 1, a2 x power 2, a3 x power 3, a4 x power 4, so an x power n, an x power n, where n is what? N is a real number or when is a non-negative?
Real number.
If it is real number, how you can say it is a real value? It's a polynomial function, man. If it is root x is coming, what will happen? So where n should be, x might be anything, but n should be, n is a non-negative integer, non-negative integer, and a0, a1, a2 and so on, an belongs to real numbers. So you can say any polynomial with positive integer index is called polynomial functions. If any functions having some x power non-irrational numbers, negative powers, those won't comes under polynomial functions. We can't say whether it is a polynomial or not. We can't decide if it is having any negative powers. Suppose if I am taking a by x square, we are taking a by x square. Why it is not a polynomial function? If I am substituting a by x square means what? If I am substituting in place of x is equal to 0, it is not defined. That particular term is not defined. Or if the x power is fraction, if x power is fraction, for negative numbers of x, it is not defined. For negative numbers of x, it is not defined. Is it clear, guys? Why I have to define n value properly here? Clear, guys, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So here we are not going to discuss the graph, just we will take some examples and we will discuss the graph. Y is equal to x square is a polynomial function. Y is equal to x square is a polynomial function. Y is equal to x cube is a polynomial function. Y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is a polynomial function. All these comes under polynomial functions. So based on the type of function, the range and domain will be decided. Based on the polynomial functions, the range and domain is decided. So if I'm taking y is equal to x square, I will show the graph. Anyone can define the range and domain of y is equal to x square function. First, let me know whether it is a function or not. If I'm taking y is equal to x square, check whether it is a function or not. Is it function or not? Is it function or not?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, because if x is suppose x is minus 5 and minus 5, then for both values of x, y is 25.
It may be common
Sir,
image.
it can be a function, right?
Yes, it is a function.
Output can be many, right?
Output might be same,
Yes, sir.
it might be common, but one input doesn't have two outputs. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
One input should not have two outputs. That is a difference. That is a way mostly we will confuse. Minus 5 is having 25. Plus 5 is also 25. So, but it is having only one image now. Might be it is common image. Then if I in that case, y constant is a constant function, constant relation we can call as a function. Constant relation should not be a function, no? But we are calling as a function, correct? In previous case, when I am discussing how you can make this is a function. See, 1 is also C, 2 is also C, 3 is also C, 4 is also C, 5 is also C, even 1.1 also. It is mapping to C. If it is 1.5 also mapping to C. Each and every element having one and only image. Might be this image is common to so many pre-images. That doesn't matter. So what is the range and domain of this function? Guys, anyone? These are some standard functions what we are discussing. What is the range and domain of this function? Anyone can give the range and domain? Range means all the possible values on x-axis. What is the starting point of the graph? Minus infinity to plus infinity. The range of the function is here.
Sir, y will always be positive.
Range is what? R plus. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And domain is?
Sir, all real numbers.
All real numbers. Codomain is? Codomain is purely depends upon how we are defining. F is equal to R to R and f of x is equal to x square. So the codomain is real numbers here. So where x square is a polynomial function. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Where x square is a polynomial function. Same way, can you define what is the range and domain of f of x is equal to x cube? First, justify whether it is a function or not.
Yes, sir. It is a function.
It's a function. It is a function. And what is that? And if I am defining f is equal to r to r by f of x is equal to x cube, where x belongs to real numbers. So what is the domain? What is the range? What is the domain and what is the range?
Sir, both are R, I guess.
Yes, not you guess. You have to say very confidently. Both are R. And codomain also?
R.
R. See here, you substitute any value, you will get the cube of that one. If I am substituting 1, I will get 1. If I am substituting 2, I will get 8. If I am substituting 1 by 2, I will get how much? 1 by 8. If I am substituting 100, I will get 10 power 6. So, if the value of x is increasing, function is also increasing. If a value of x is decreasing, the function is also decreasing here. The graph is like this. If I'm looking into the graph, y is equal to x power 3. This is a graph. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, y is equal to x power n, where n is a positive or even integer. Even integer is a function or not? Yes, it's a polynomial. It's a polynomial function where n is a positive odd integer. It is also a function. In first case, your range is different. In second case, your range is different. I will show you how the graph looks. Suppose if I am taking y is equal to x square, I am starting from x square because my odd positive integers will start from y is equal to x square. If I am taking y is equal to x power 2, this is a graph. In case of 2, if I am taking 4, this is a graph. In case of 4, if I am taking 6, this is a graph. In case of 6, if I am taking 8, this is a graph. In case of 8, if I am taking 10, this is a graph. In case of 10, if I am taking 12, this is a graph. What we can observe from the graph, guys? What we can observe? See this graph. What are the observation we can do? If they keep on increasing the power, what is happening here? See, between 0 to 1, the function is almost approaching 0. If the index is increasing, between 0 to 1, the function doesn't have any change. For the fractional values, the function is almost 0. Only the function is showing some kind of difference after 1 only. In case of square and power 4, the variation is linear. If the power is increasing, the variation is very sharp. Very sharp means even though, see this one, the change is very, you can see the change, some kind of difference you can see between 0.6 to 0.8 and all, you can see difference. But when it comes to some other graphs, see here, this is a graph for power 6. Still, if I am looking into, this is a graph, see, this is a graph for x power 12. Even I am unable to see the graph between 1 to 0.1 to 0.9. That means 0 to 1, the change is very negligible. But immediately when 1 to 2, if I am going from 1 to 2, what is happening? The variation is very huge here. See, variation is within, when it is passing from 1 to 1.2, you can see the difference between 1 and 1.5, 1.1 itself, the variation is almost approaching very high. This kind of analysis is little required where some situation is arises, how the function is behaving at different values. A few functions are approaching infinity very early, a few functions are not approaching very early, and if you look into the graph, the y values are, see, the graph is almost, if the power is increasing, the graph is almost approaching, moving towards positive y axis. So for all these functions, if x power n, where n is a positive even integer, your domain is all real numbers, your range is only positive real numbers, your codomain is real numbers. If I am defining a function R2R, suppose if I am taking even odd integers, if I am taking odd integers, what is the mean by odd integers? Y is equal to x, y is equal to x power 3, y is equal to x power 5, y is equal to x power 7, y is equal to x power 9, and y is equal to x power 11, x power 13. See this, here also the function is behaving, the graph is approaching towards the y-axis, either in negative direction or positive direction. But if you see the region here, if the power is decreasing, if it is going minus 11, minus 13, minus 14 and all, the variation is nothing, almost 0. Between 0 to 1, the variation is almost 0. See this one. There is no much change if the power is very small. Negative index is very small. That means minus 11, minus 13, minus 14. But here, the range is also R, domain is also R. Am I right? It is defining even y-axis also minus infinity to plus infinity, and x-axis also minus infinity to plus infinity. So if it is n positive odd integer, my range is R, domain also R. Am I right? Is it clear, guys, how to analyze a function?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one. See, they will ask us to draw the graphs and they will ask us to write the range and domain of the function. That's it. Rational functions. We done real valued function, constant function, polynomial function, and now I'm moving to the rational functions. Rational functions are the type of the functions. It is looking like f of x by g of x. F of x by g of x, where f of x and g of x are polynomials functions. Functions of x defined in a domain. Defined in a domain. It should be defined in a domain. See, the interval of R is open interval minus infinity to plus infinity. That is the reason minus infinity is not an input of a function, plus infinity is also not an input of function, and these are all the not outputs of the function. So if you should not substitute minus infinity, and if you are getting the answer is also plus infinity, it is not available in the second function, second set. So if you are getting the answer is infinity, that doesn't have any image. Suppose if I am substituting g of x 1 by x, f of x is equal to 1 by x, why I can't define on R to R? If I am substituting x is equal to 0, I am getting f of x is equal to infinity, which is not part of the real numbers, because R is defined minus infinity to infinity open interval. That's the reason when I am defining 1 by x, you have to define how you can define 1 by x is a function. When you can define 1 by x is a define under the restricted domain. When you are defining some functions, if you are eliminating some values from the real number, that is called restricted domain. Suppose if I want to make y is equal to 1 by x relation as a function, all real numbers is not suitable for this relation. To make this relation as a function, I have to restrict the domain. Restricting the domain means the domain might be a subset of real numbers. See, instead of if I'm defining f R to R, it won't be a function. But if I'm defining f such that R minus, I'm eliminating 0 element to R. This is my domain. This is my codomain. Defined by f of x is equal to 1 by x. F of x is equal to 1 by x, where x belongs to R excluding 0. One element I am excluding. So then I can call f of x is equal to 1 by x within this restricted domain. It is a function. So how the graph of the function is looking, why 0 value is not defined here. If you see the function graph, then it will be easy to understand why 0 we won't consider here. Why, if I'm excluding 0, then only I can define this function. See here, this is the graph of the function. This is the graph of the function. So when the value of x is almost approaching a fractional value, the output is almost undefined. The output is like when below 1, the graph is the y value is increasing. If the x is more than 1, the y value is decreasing. But when x is approaching 0, there is no proper definition. There is no proper graph. The graph can be defined when x is equal to 0. There is no graph when x is equal to 0. See here. It is almost approaching, but it never touch. It might be looks it is touching, but if I am approaching graph, like if I am taking the graph in a zoom manner, I don't know how to move this graph. See, it looks like it is touching. It is approaching. It will. This graph will touch at infinity. This graph will touch at infinity. That means the graph is not defined at 0. The graph is not defined at 0. If I am removing 0 from its domain, then I can able to define y is equal to 1 by x as a relation. So there are some relations under this restricted domains you can explain. Understood, guys? How to explain the range, domain, and range, domain of the 1 by x. What is the domain here? Domain is r minus 0. What is the range here? Range is what here? Guys, what is the range here? Students, what is the range here?
Sir, R only, right?
Range is r or r minus 0. Is there any element which is having, if I am substituting infinity only, it can be marked at 0. But infinity is not part of the domain. No? The r means, what is the interval of r? Interval of r is what? Minus infinity to infinity, open interval. So how you can get the ranges? For what value of the x, you will get the answer is 0. For what value of the x, you will get f of x is 0.
Infinity.
So infinity can't be substituted now. Infinity is in open interval. You can't substitute is infinity is not part of the. Infinity means what? Infinity is undefined value. What
Yes,
is
sir,
meant?
got it.
So range is also r minus 0 and codomain is real numbers.
R.
That's it. Sir, why even I can define r minus 0 and this is r minus 0? Yes, you can define that also. Where your range and codomain are same. When we can take that restricted domain and that restricted codomain to make the function invertible, there we can take that invertible functions we can define in +2. There we will discuss why. What is the difference between f defined r to 0 to r, f defined r to 0 to r minus 0. What is the difference between these two? We can discuss when we are teaching invertible functions. Till that, we can. After this, we are going to discuss about piecewise functions. Piecewise function. Y is equal to mod x is one kind of piecewise function, and y is equal to greatest integer function. This is also a piecewise function. I will show you what is the meaning of piecewise function. I think anyone can able to recollect. I already told you what is the piecewise functions in previous. Anyone having any idea what is the meaning of piecewise function? Y is equals greatest integer function. Sorry guys, I will show you what is how the graph of the greatest integer function, modulus function, how it will looks. In tomorrow class, we will discuss about these strange functions. It is looking little bit strange functions only. This is a mod x function. This one, when you are dealing these functions, certain things you have to keep it in mind that will come only in numericals, particularly in second year. This is a modulus function. Greatest integer function, we generally will call as GIF functions. Yeah, this graph looks greatest integer. This is a graph for the greatest integer function. I will let you know what is the meaning of greatest integer function. Same as fractional function. This is called fractional function. The graph of the fraction function is like this. This is called fractional function graph. So these are the different functions. Yes, it's a function. How to define the range domain of this function, and what is a graph? What are the values of the x or y are not defined? And what is the purpose of these graphs? And what is meant by piecewise functions? Some different kind of piecewise functions we can discuss in next session. That is end of the thing. But for board point of view, piecewise functions, these functions we won't discuss much. But for plus two calculus, it is very important to discuss the piecewise function, GIF functions, and modulus functions. Because without the knowledge of this piecewise function, why I am calling this is a piecewise function means the graph is looking like in like different kind of pieces. The graph is looking like different kind of pieces. It's not a continuous graph. See this one. If it is a GIF function, is a piecewise function. Greatest integer function is a piece. All like small pieces you can see in the graph. Fractional function is also pieces, small pieces you can see. These are some examples of piecewise function. This is one example of piecewise function. This is also one example of piecewise function. This is also one example of piecewise functions. So what is meant by piecewise function, where it will be useful, and how it is related to calculus? A brief introduction I will give you. After that we will go to the some numericals practice, and I will give few more points which will be useful for some entrance point of view also. I will ask the Raghav sir to upload that notes if he is okay. We'll meet in the next class, guys. Anyone having any doubts? Board point of view we're done. Only the numerical practice remain in functions. But I am in a plan of giving some extra data which will be useful for tough questions also. Anyone having any doubts? Shall we meet in next session? Guys,
Okay.
please. Yeah. Please go through different functions from different resources. Come with a lot of doubts. I'm expecting from you a lot of doubts. There is a scope where you can think in different ways. So slowly, once I am giving some numericals, then we'll get on clarity how to deal this function, how to deal that function. Only the thing is, for board point of view, maximum they will ask, they will give one function, they will ask us to write the domain and range. That's it. Or they will ask you to draw the graph of this function, estimate graph of the function. That's it. These are the possible questions they may ask for the board point of view or IIT mains point of view. Yeah. Anyone having any doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, I will wind up the session. We'll meet in the next class.
Sir, when will you send extra sums for this chapter?
Sorry?
When will you send extra sums for this chapter, sir?
I didn't get you.
Sir, extra sums for this relations and functions, please send, sir.
I will send within this week, but maximum in next class, I will wind up this chapter.
Okay,
Now,
sir.
extra
Thank you, sir.
numericals, I will ask the sir to upload in this week only. Before Sunday, you will get in app or somehow. Okay. Before Sunday,
Okay,
you will
sir.
get the thing. But numerical practice we will do on next Monday. With the doubts, if still many having doubts or some more numericals we have to practice, I will extend to one more day. But we can finish the board level numericals within one day. Only the discussion should be more. Numerical practices, numericals will be very simple in functions. If you understand all the discussions very properly, writing the range and domain is nothing. Yeah. Shall I wind up the session, guys? Students, please. Yeah, we'll meet in next class. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.